So due to the sun is out at the moment, I've washed the sleeping bag that's kept in a storage box in the lounge, just in case I need like a blanket or something. And I've also washed my cloakroom mat, the back door mat and the bathroom mat. So because they take a while to dry, the sun is out, though it's a little bit cool, at least they're blown, so hopefully they'll get them dry. Okay, I'm finishing this video off with a sort of general little mini chat to actually explain what's going on. I do have my basics that I do every day and I keep in line and keeps me active and just keeps on top of everything. And I've said this a number of times, it's my 30-minute tidy up, my 10-item pickup and at least one lot of laundry. It just keeps on top of those pieces as long as I get the basics done, and usually I try and get something else done off my list, or maybe a room or a drawer, sorting a drawer out, or cupboard or something like that on top of everything else. But if the basics are done, you can keep on top of everything. Today we managed to get, or I got the main bed done, so both of the beds are done for another week. Hubby did the lawn. And as I said, I got laundry, kept going and putting it out on the line, in the tumble dryer, putting all the laundry away. That's what I spent most of today doing, due to the fact that, not sure if it's true, we forecast snow tomorrow and the weather's getting colder, so it's almost going back into winter by the sound of it. So that's why I wanted to get the laundry done. On top of my usual basics, I have got the Wii Fit. Now, I had this when the Wii first came out and this was released, and I got the board and everything, and I did it religiously every day when I was at home, unless I was away, and I made sure it was done. And this is why I've started again. When all three of us were here in our home, that's myself, hubby and our son, we all actually wiped the slate clean and started again, because it's been a couple of years since we've actually done this. So we had our weigh-ins, we did our heights and everything, and so we sort of registered again with it to start it up. And so far, every time they've come home, they're going to try and, if possible, to log in. But moi, is going to try and do it religiously for 2 weeks. That's log in, because we're not going away or anything, so I can do that. So it's 2 weeks. And also I'm looking at menus. Now, as you probably know from my menus previously, I regularly do desserts of some form or another. So for 2 weeks, we are not having ice creams, we're not having any desserts. The only thing I said that we would have for a pudding such as that is yogurts, and try and keep those to low-fat yogurts. And it's not going on a strict diet, because I find that does not work in our household and it doesn't work for myself. But doing little things to start with rather than go cold turkey all at one stage, I find actually helps. How many of you out there start diets or something, and yeah, you might be all right for a day or two, and then as soon as you say you can't have something, you crave it. Don't want to go down that. And I also have to figure out, usually I tend to lose the weight more in the summer months. Winter's very hard and we are going through another cold spell. And originally, when I was setting this up to do this from Easter weekend, I thought maybe the weather was going to improve, not get worse. We've had a few sunny spells today in the last couple of days, although it's still been pretty cold. Because during the summer and lighter months, and when it's not that cold, I don't eat so much. I can eat a lot more salad and things. You don't necessarily have to have that calorie intake with what I call, dare I say, heavy foods like roast dinners and everything. But I'm going to continue with my normal menus to a certain point, just cutting out little bits. When I finally do my main food shop this week, not going to do any biscuits, no cakes, no chocolate and things like that. I will say that I will still order savouries and crisps due to the fact the guys are working full time, they're doing long hours, they're both doing overtime, so they do still need a certain amount of calorie intake through the day. And when I weigh up the pros and cons, I think having a packet of crisps is better, probably, I don't know, than eating a chocolate bar. I don't know, but there you are. But as I said, I can't cut out too much in one go. That's why I said rather than have a pudding when we have something like maybe apple crumble or jam roly-poly. I don't have desserts every night or cheesecake. You know, it maybe every couple of nights we did a dessert. I say 2 weeks, but we're definitely starting for 7 days and then hopefully go for the 2 weeks, cutting certain things out. I've told my family it's not a diet, it's healthy eating, and cut out them sitting down in the evening once they've had the meal, you know, have a cup of tea, half a packet of biscuits is gone. That's out the window. If they can, I'm suggesting if they need to have a biscuit or something, they take a couple from the kitchen each into the lounge with their cup of tea and seal the jar up of the biscuits, because obviously we have got biscuits still in the home, don't want to cut it out totally, and just have those couple. Some people might say they can't just have a couple, they've got to have more, but I'm thinking if they go from one area to another, you know, that might help if they need it. But none of this I'm trying to cut out the supper because we do have our tea quite late, and so I don't think we warrant supper. I have gave them supper previously because most of the time, because they work early hours as well, they don't tend to have breakfast, but then they have something maybe about 10 o'clock when they have their first breaks and that sort of thing. So I'm trying to change this around. I know cereal bars are not ideal, but maybe sort of incorporate that for the guys. Now, going back to myself, I registered with the other 3 on the Wii. When I mean registered, it means, you know, putting in measurements and everything. And the first day I did 15 minutes. And then I want to start increasing it to 30 minutes a day, possibly then increasing that, maybe no more than 30 minutes, but maybe I can do 30 minutes in the morning and 30 minutes in the afternoon. But at least for the first week, I want to try and do 30 minutes. And I will try and video this and explain more about the Wii Fit if you haven't got it, to know what I'm doing. It's a mixture of yoga, muscles, games and everything, but with the games it's not sitting down, it's doing balance, and one of them is like maths, and you have to wiggle your hips to knock the bells to add the numbers up to 10 and things like that, so you are sort of swelling your hips like this. So this is what I'm going to do. So this is definitely 7 to 14 days, but I'm aiming for the 7 days to start with and see how I go. Now the reason I'm doing the leading up to 30 minutes for the first 7 days is because I don't work. The guys work and they're both in manual jobs where they're moving around, they're on the feet all day, they're not sitting at a desk or anything, so they can probably burn it off a lot quicker, just not snacking and having the desserts. That's what we're aiming for the first 7 days, and then we'll progress and review it after the 7 days and see how we're going. As I said, gradually cut those things out. Can't do it cold turkey. I've tried it before with myself and it doesn't work, as I said. Doing things gradually helps me better. Very often I prefer to have a packet of crisps anyway than a chocolate bar. I can't remember the last time I had a chocolate bar anyway, so I've already started on that. So if you want any encouragement or motivation, follow me along on this journey. As I said, every time I've gone to see my GP, he keeps telling me about losing weight. I know it's been very hard with everything that's going on at the moment, and also with aches and pains, but I am trying to move around and keep my body, you know, moving, just even if it's just a little bit, even if I'm a bit in pain. I can walk around our home, believe it or not, from the lounge to the front door hallway, through the kitchen, through the dining room, through the back hallway and back into the lounge. So I can do a circle even if I don't go outside. I have said to Hubby, with the weather, you know, improving hopefully, although we're forecast snow tomorrow, maybe we can start doing more of our walks at the weekends and just getting that bit extra fresh air. So I think the guys, and I'm not trying to pull myself down, but I think at the moment, as long as there's no cheating going on, I did say if we do start cheating, we've got to own up. You know, even if you do fall off the wagon as such, you know, get back, straight back on and things like that, is to own up. But like I said, with them moving around and having full-time jobs, they're probably going to lose it quicker than I am. Because they're generally moving around for their jobs. So I have actually got to rethink on my day. Again, they're not as bad as me. As I said, I have back pain, I have bad knees and things like that. So I've got to take that into consideration. That's why I'm doing a little bit at a time. And I'm going to concentrate also on muscle tone and probably yoga as well. So if you're interested in seeing a video of the Wii Fit, as I said, I've had it years, and sometimes it can be quite fun as well with the games rather than just sitting down with a remote like that. So I'm going to finish the video here. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.